Hi and welcome to video report number 1. My name is Alex Navas from CreditScoringSecretsRevealed.com, and these reports will show you tips and strategies that you can use to boost your credit score well above 700 and have banks bending over backwards to lend you money. So in our first report here, we're going to discuss the top 10 reasons to rebuild your credit score. Now right now more than ever, it is crucial to build your credit score if you've had trouble with it in the past. The unfortunate thing about rebuilding your credit score is that you may not be aware of everything that your credit score impacts. So you're just reaping the results of having a less than optimal credit. To help you gain a little more understanding on why it is critical to have a good credit score, I'm about to show you the top 10 reasons to rebuild your credit score. So let's get started. Number 1 is to stop wasting money on extra interest. As you know, the lower your credit score, the higher your interest rates. And also, the higher your interest rates, the more money you're going to pay out of pocket. This means paying thousands of dollars extra each and every year. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to keep as much money as I can. And many people that haven't optimized their credit scores or credit report are just basically throwing money out of the window because of having higher interest rates and having to pay higher fees as well when they do take out loans. And just imagine, you will pay more than others with a higher credit score for the same exact things if your credit is somewhat damaged. So that means if we buy a $10,000 car, same exact model, same exact year, same mileage, same exact car. However, you have great credit and I have poor credit. The chances of you saving $200 or $300 a month on that payment over what I would spend are fairly great. So that means that I'll be paying a lot more just because of my poor credit than you would for the exact same things. And that can change. The minute that you take control of your credit, that instantly changes, and now you're in control of what you pay on the things that you buy. Number 2 is to get approved for loans much faster. And lenders are more lenient when you have a higher credit score. They require less documentation. They'll allow you to have less money in the bank for reserves, less requirements as far as documentation and other things that they may ask for during the loan process. They know that there is a higher chance of getting their money back, and that's what it's all about. That is, in fact, why they're borrowing you the money, is with the expectation to get it back and also make a little bit of money in terms of interest. Lenders often don't require as much information from you when you have a higher credit score, and I have already mentioned that. But this includes, maybe not asking for bank statements to see that you have money in the bank as reserves, or they may not ask you for your recent check stubs. They may not ask you for the last 2 years of tax returns, things like that, because lenders become more lenient when you have a higher credit score. Number 3 is you pay less on auto insurance, and you'd be surprised to know how many people don't even know that their auto insurance rates are somewhat reflective of the credit score. So these insurance companies don't only look at your driving record and accident history. They also look at your credit history and your financial management overall, because it's an important indicator of your responsibility and other things. Now this can cost you hundreds of dollars a year. And outside of the interest that you may be paying, the fees that you may be paying, your bad credit score is also going to affect other things that you pay on a monthly basis, such as your auto insurance. Number 4 is you borrow money at 0% interest. This allows you to access the money without any interest expense. So just imagine I lent you $1,000 and I asked you to pay me back in 3 months. Can you think of a couple things that you can do with that $1,000 to make a little bit of money, knowing that at 3 months you're just paying me back my original $1,000? Well, that's the power of leverage. And if you have a great credit score, you have so many opportunities available for you, because banks and credit cards will just lend you the money without you having to pay any interest back. So it's only given to people with a proven track record on their credit reports. Lenders aren't willing to take the chance of giving you a 0% interest loan or line of credit if you haven't shown that you have a proven track record on your credit. So they want to make sure they're going to get their payments, and they're going to get their payments on time. Now, these 0% interest loans apply to credit cards, auto loans, and also personal loans. Number 5 is you keep more of your money. A low credit score will always equate to spending more money on purchases using credit. These are due to interest rates, like we mentioned, fees, like we mentioned as well, and there's many other factors. Even time will be required. More time will be required to get you approved for a loan, which in turn, time is money. A lower credit score usually means more money for a down payment as well. So if you're buying a brand new home or a car, rather than putting a couple of $1,000s down, you may be required to put 10, 15, even $20,000 down, just for the simple fact that you have a less than perfect score. Because lenders will require more collateral to lend you money. They want to make sure that there's more money to lose if you don't pay back what you're obligated to pay. So it's a form of security for them. Number 6 is be favored over others, and that may sound a little bad there, to be favored over others, but the truth is that you'll be favored when you have a higher credit score. Having a good credit score will always put you in a better place than someone having damaged credit. And just imagine if you're looking to rent an apartment. Landlords look for tenants with good credit because they don't want to chase down anybody for the rental payment every single month. And chances are, if you have good credit, you're going to pay on time as well. Lenders will usually give you the benefit of the doubt when you have a good credit history as well. So if there's some kind of mistake, they look at your payment history and see you've never been late. Sure, they give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they can remove an accidental late, or maybe they'll give you a little bit of a grace period because they see that you've had good credit history with them. Number 7, you get a green light on a new job. See, employers conduct background checks, which usually include credit history. You may or may not know that. But a good credit history is a good indicator of your character, both personally and professionally. Also, an employer may choose a candidate with a good credit history over a bad one, regardless of skill or experience. And the reason is simple. Anybody can be trained in a job, but not everybody's character can be molded. And so, usually employers are looking for people with the right characteristics to hire, not exactly the skills or experience. Number 8, this is a big one. Achieve the American dream. Your credit scores and credit history are critical to buying a home of your own. Many people that I see each and every day with less than perfect credit get denied for a mortgage every day. So whether it's in my hometown or your hometown or across the nation, there's people that are getting denied each and every day simply because they have less than perfect credit. So that's how critical it is. Credit scores can help or hurt your options when buying or refinancing a home. Many people today don't have the scores to qualify for the refinance that they're desperately in need for, or those who are looking to buy a house and just can't because of their credit score. Number 9 is good credit attracts better opportunities. And with good credit, opportunities will knock on your door. The reason is simple, because you're in a position to take advantage of those opportunities. Listen, if I were losing my home and I knew you had outstanding credit, I'd be more inclined to go to you to see if you wanted to buy my house at a discount before I lose it than to anybody else with bad credit, because I know that you're in the position to take advantage of the opportunity. You will be in a much better place to pick and choose which opportunities are best for you. And believe me, these opportunities can make you very wealthy or save you tons of money. And finally, the top 10 reason to rebuild your credit score is because you owe it to yourself. You see, you must pay the absolute lowest on everything you buy on credit. You must save and invest the money you would otherwise spend on extra interest or fees. And finally, you must live the absolute best lifestyle available only to those who take control of their credit and finances. So in conclusion, it is an absolute must. Not it should be, but it's an absolute must to start rebuilding your credit score. And it doesn't matter if you've had challenges in the past. You see, the best time is now. Now is the best time to start. Not yesterday, not last week, not last month. You may have missed those opportunities, so the best time to do it is now. And with some direction, it doesn't have to be hard. See, you can start seeing results in under 30 days if you're willing to apply what you've learned. So, in conclusion, be sure to subscribe to receive more valuable credit tips, videos, and audios to help you boost your credit score to well over a 700 credit score. My website is at www.creditscoringsecretsrevealed.com, and in here you'd find those credit tips that I'm talking about. But all you have to do here is click on the link to your right.